Welcome everyone to a new manga haul. It is February 2021. As per usual, it has been quite a while since my last one. We are back at it. Got a whole bunch of stuff to show off. Here we have Spy Family Volume 2 and 3. Love this series. I haven't actually been caught up with it recently. I decided to let a few chapters build up. But yeah, this is an unbelievably good series. I mean, I haven't met a single person who doesn't like it. I mean, it's so unbelievable and wholesome. I mean, come on, look at this shit. And it has been selling some pretty crazy numbers for a new series. In fact, it's actually outpacing a lot of series that ended up becoming some of the best selling of all time. So that's really exciting to see. Definitely going to be some big things for this one in the future. I believe we have Bond on Volume 4's cover, so excited for that good shit. Next up, My Hero Academia, volumes 25 and 26. Oh, I'm not going to flip through this one because of spoilers, man. This is definitely one of the best volumes in the series. I think it's like the start of when Horikoshi went absolutely insane. The man becomes the Joker and just decided not to hold back on anything. Then we have volume 26, which is kind of a breather arc, kind of, as we move into the biggest and craziest arc in the series with volume 27. Very exciting stuff. Of course, I continue to be a big fan of the series. I love where it's going, and I always have a fun time reading it. If you are interested, I do believe that this is the volume where Season 5 is going to end. Don't quote me on that, but, narratively, it makes the most sense. I'm a bit worried for Season 5 because they keep making fucking movies that mess up their production, but, we'll see how it goes. The boys are back, the boys of the 20th century. This is the 9th and 10th Perfect Edition, which puts us almost to the end. I've been collecting these for quite a while now, and I've stuck to my promise of not reading them until I own them all. And I'm actually kind of rotted, because for whatever reason I thought 10 was the last one. I don't know why, but then I'm like, oh shit, we still have 11 to come out. There is also 21st Century Boys, which is a 2-volume series. It's going to be released as one of these. You guys are going to have to let me know if that's an important piece to this story. Because if not, once volume 11 comes out, I'll treat this as a completed series. But if 21st Century is really important, then I'll just wait for that to come out. So yeah, once again, not much to say on these because I have yet to read them. However, I remain extremely excited to check out what many consider to be one of Urasawa's best works. Although, I mean, honestly, that's all of them, so... Ping Pong Volume 2. This is a series I started picking up last time, and we are already at the end of it. Would you look at that? Yeah, there was a series I started picking up last time. It only got 2 volumes released from Viz, so I only needed this last one. And yeah, I believe it's 7 volumes in total compiled into these volumes, and man, are these releases nice. And as you know, Ping Pong is going to be my next review. I've already read about half of it, and it's very interesting, I will say that. I've never really read anything with an art style quite like it, and I am very happy with these releases. I would love for Viz to do more stuff like this. And yeah, so I'll leave you with, if you are looking for a unique and interesting and short sports series to check out, don't think you can go wrong with this one. The volumes are, though, obviously on the expensive side, so you might want to wait for a sale to snag these. Here we have this Frankenstein of pickups. Yes, I'm continuing my journey with Vagabond, collecting the whole thing, except the problem is that during the pandemic, Viz has been having some pretty bad stock issues, which, I don't blame them, but it does make collecting certain things very annoying. You won't have much trouble finding any new volumes they're releasing, but some of their old stuff, and that is very evident looking at Vagabond's backlog. As you can see by my shelf here, there are some holes in this collection, just because the other volumes I've been looking for have been out of stock. And the ones that are in stock have just taken absolutely forever to get here. So yeah, it still looks like it's going to be a bit before I have all of Vagabond, but rest assured, once I have it all, I am super excited to read it, because of course I have read the first 5 Vizbigs, haven't been able to continue yet because I'm missing the 6th still. But yeah, here we go, 7, 10, 11, and 12 of the Vizbigs, as well as volume
37.
If you're not familiar with Vagabond, you're curious what's going on here. Basically, these are all 3-in-1, so of course number 12 takes us up to volume 36. And then volume 37 is the last volume to get an English release. I do not believe there are enough chapters out to make up volume 38. And due to the status of this series, it's very likely that we will never see a continuation. Even if we do, who knows if they will even make a 13th Vizbig. So I just decided, yeah, no, who gives a shit? I'll just buy volume
37.
As much as I love the Vizbigs, so they, they really, really elevate Inoue's art. Don't want to flip through it here because, I haven't read that one. But the singles are surprisingly fantastic. They're really, really nice signature editions. They're big, too. Not quite as big as the Vizbigs, but, again, it really elevates his art on such big pages. So, yeah, really, really impressed. I know, the Vizbigs obviously far more cost-effective, but if you can find the Vagabond singles, really can't go wrong with them. They're wonderful. And as always, before we move into all of the new series I've picked up, we have a bit of an intermission, show off some other books and video games I picked up recently. 2 more Stephen King books I added, not much to say here. This is one of his newest novels, and I don't intend to read it for a while, but just when the new paperback editions came out, they were on sale, so I was like, fuck it, why not? This is one of his older short story collections. I haven't read them all. I was just mainly interested in reading The Mist, which was fantastic. We also have the Mistborn Trilogy. How about that? These are in the wrong order. So ever since getting back into novels, no one would shut the fuck up about the Stormlight Archive, right? And I've looked into this, I'm like, okay, this series looks incredible. But at the same time, it's also going to be probably 20 years before it ends. So I'm like, instead of rushing to this, why not check out Sanderson's other works? The main one, of course, being the Mistborn Trilogy. I believe there's actually 2 Mistborn Trilogies now. Yeah, I've heard very, very good things about this fantasy series, and I love a good fantasy series, so I will be checking this out. Probably after I finish Dark Tower, which will be soon. Will I ever get to Wheel of Time? Someday, maybe. We'll see. Now, I don't have these games physically, but I just want to give an honorable mention to Spelunky 2 and Hades. Those were my 2 favorite games from last year. Absolute masterpieces. Some of the best shit I've ever played. Please go play them. Holy fuck. Anyway, Crash 4. It's about time. So I'm a pretty big fan of the original Crash games. I really loved the remake from Vicarious Visions. RIP. So I was cautiously optimistic when Toys for Bob was putting out a sequel to the original trilogy. And holy shit, this game is amazing. In fact, fuck it, it's the best Crash game. It really is. It really blew me away with just how good it was and just how challenging it was. I feel like it's like 100%ing this is even more challenging than the originals. And I haven't actually done it yet. I took a bit of a break because, I needed one. But yeah, they really don't make many games like this anymore. If you're a fan of Crash and you haven't played this one, absolute must play. Super, super good. Ghost of Tsushima, this was a really big hit last year. Finally, a new IP from Sucker Punch. Yeah, so I played and platinumed this one. It was a nice breath of fresh air after, playing nothing but From Software and Neo games. It's just a really fun, polished, open world experience. Nothing really mind-blowing, but it was definitely an enjoyable ride. But I beat it with relative ease. There wasn't enough pain, so I also got a Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. So yeah, so far, I've played Dark Souls, Bloodborne, and Dark Souls 3. Massive fan of Miyazaki's games. Holy shit. And now about halfway through Sekiro, and I can say that the man is an absolute legend. This game is fucking incredible. It has enough elements from his other games to make it feel familiar to Souls fans, but it is very much its own thing. The combat system has been completely overhauled, and it is amazing. Good fucking lord, how do they make these games so good? I know a lot of people are turned off about these games because of the challenge, but I mean, they really aren't that bad once you learn all the mechanics and stuff. So, I really recommend everyone to just try it out, because you might end up a massive fan like I did. Oh, hi. Hi, I was looking for that. What are you doing? You read the Chainsaw Man? You like it? Yeah? Alright, yeah, shut up. Chainsaw Man! As you all know, massive fan of Chainsaw Man. I reviewed it recently. Love it! And here we finally have an English release with the first 2 volumes from Viz. Now, I have clowned on Viz before because of this fucking thing, this dumbass, goofy-looking logo. And while I still don't like it, while I think they kind of muted the colors a bit on these covers, as the volumes are continuing, it's not really as bad as I thought. It looks like, they're choosing appropriate colors for them. And at the end of the day, I mean, we're still getting Chainsaw Man in English. This is awesome. Part 1 will be 11 volumes. Still no word on when Part 2 is going to start, but hopefully soon. And yeah, absolutely can't wait to pick up more of it. Would recommend this, instantly to any fan of action manga. Finally got it. The past few months now, Kaguya Loves War has been my favorite manga ever. Ever since I caught up to it, man, it has just been like, I cannot get over how much I love it. Every single week when a new chapter comes out, it's like the best thing I read that week. It's incredible. I don't think I've ever read a manga where the week-to-week experience has been that good. Anyway, so I obviously had to own at least some of it. And the problem is that, like Vagabond and many other series, a lot of the backlog is there are some holes in it now thanks to COVID. Obviously, I was not able to get the first volume, so I got the next best thing, which was in, 2, 3, and 4. I do intend to eventually get it all, although, it'll be a while. It's not a huge priority, and I still have quite a lot. I think 18 just came out in English. Oof. Anyway, yeah, love this series. It's super funny. Love the characters. Akasaka, man, what a legend. He has another series going on, Oshinoko. I really got to make a video about that soon, because it's insane. That'll probably get an English release, too. Oh, man, this guy's on fire. Anyway, yeah, if you're a fan of romantic comedy, this is an absolute must-read, and I would really recommend everyone at least give it a shot, because, a few years ago this might not have been something that I would have even been interested in, but of course now it's my favorite, so, good shit. Next is a gift that I didn't really even know existed. From Go Tanabe, we have the first volume of Lovecrafts at the Mountains of Madness. This is a very nice release from Dark Horse. I mean, I know it's Dark Horse, they fucking suck. Yeah, $26 for one volume, I see you. But yeah, really interesting. This was a 2-volume adaptation of Mountains of Madness, and just from flipping through it, it seems really cool. Now, this is a Lovecraft story that I haven't actually read yet. I'm pretty sure it's his longest and one of his, most popular. So I figured, once I eventually get around to reading that, then I can check out the manga, see how it compares, maybe do a video on it. I still have to get the second one, which is out, but, I'll worry about that when the time comes. I wonder how Howard would feel about a Japanese man adapting his work. Oof. Anyway, yeah, pretty cool. Interested to check it out. Finally, we have, these fucking textbooks. Ooh, baby! Hellsing Deluxe Edition. This was another gift. Very generous gift. Came out of nowhere. I had no intention of getting this at all. But now that I have them, man, So these are the only deluxe editions from Dark Horse that I own. Of course, they've been doing the same thing with Berserk and Blade of the Immortal. Of course, I already own those series in other formats, so it's like, whatever, I wasn't that interested in them. And Hellsing, while I watched the anime like years ago and really liked it, I had never really been super interested in checking out the manga, so when these babies were announced, didn't really care. But then I got them for free, so I'm like, alright, fine. And man, these things are good. Holy shit, they are massive, not very portable. You probably wouldn't, take them on the bus with you. Although I don't think, do people even ride buses anymore? I don't know what's going on in the world. I've been locked up here for a year. But yeah, super high quality hardcovers, amazing pages. Huge pages, let the artwork really shine. And yeah, I actually read the first one of these, and it was really good. It reminded me a lot of what I liked about the anime. So yeah, I put it on hold. I'm just gonna wait until I get the rest of it. Only one more coming out, and I think it comes out pretty soon. It's very expensive, but, I'll get a hold of it. And so yeah, you can expect a review of Hellsing this year. I won't say when. Probably not super soon, but it'll come, and I'm excited. I'm excited to read it on these amazing volumes. If you doubted these at all, I really cannot sing their praises enough. I still don't really like what they did with the covers for Blade. I think they look really dumb. But I mean, Blade's one of my favorite series ever, so this would definitely be the most quality place to read them. Ugh. Alright, there we go. Shit. For those who don't know, the reason why I don't usually do monthly hauls like a lot of other manga tubers is just I don't pick up enough each month. I usually like to wait a few months before I get some good shit like this, and I can show it all off in one big video. And yeah, I must say, this is one of my more epic recent hauls, and I suppose I will leave you with that. So thank you all so much for watching. You can leave some of your recent pickups in the comments down below, and I will see you all very soon for, I think it's time for another Shonen Jump video. Several new series have started, and I think we need to go over them. So yeah, until then, go listen to the new Weezer, go read Kaguya, we're good.
Daddy, do anything for you. There's so many things left to say. I won't miss, but a kiss is dangerous, bitch.